one.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Woman's Cave. Thank you for letting me have that. You just
I did let you have
I don't even feel like it's a real win when it's a give me, but I have on no lipstick.
You have on like no lipstick, and you're just looking like extra literary.
Worn out. I look extra worn out.
Well, because look, y'all, we know that the 25 hottest indie authors in Advocate magazine came out, but y'all know that we still have to do like edits, right? Like there's still some things going on, so we've been up. We just been up. We were like, hey, what? Sleep? We don't need sleep. Sleep is for those other people that read magazines don't make them. That's what sleep is for.
As I came over here to sit down in the studio, I remembered that I forgot to put steps on the cocktail recipe. So I gotta go back and redo the whole thing.
Yep. So yeah,
I done downloaded it, sent it to the editor, and I gotta tell the others to stop.
Yeah, that's how life right now. But we do it every year for y'all anyway, because it's important to do it.
And besides, I mean, it's so important because we need a list of hot people that are authors. We do. Because, I mean, I wanted to be on that list. And that's the only reason I think it exists. But whatever.
Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter.
My sad, sappy story.
No, I mean, and literally, this is not banter, Winona. Like, that's just
the monologue.
You just did like a whole monologue. And then it was
my
evil.
My sad, sappy story was because I created it. It'll never be mine.
Okay, anyway, y'all, we were literary life guys with pop poetry because I can't do this with her anymore. And I thought maybe it was easy if only I were me, a memoir and verse. And I thought we ain't gonna. Divorce was bad with other life lessons. Widow's Web, Widow's Dead, Foreign Coffee, all of those where you get your audiobooks. Or you can check out the 25 hottest indie authors, artists in Advocate magazine. It's out, y'all, kind of. I'm joking. It's out.
If you buy it now, you'll get the one with the mistakes.
So maybe you can sell it later when we sell it. I don't know. I don't know what happens. Okay. So yeah, you can find out everything.
That's not banter, but I wouldn't be right because that was banter. Keep going.
You can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andithoughladies.com. But y'all on here to hear about us talk about mistakes in our magazine. You're here to hear from my wonderful guest.
Wonderful guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Kayla. I am a Golden Girls fanatic, a book lover, and I love food.
You love food? Wait, did I say I was Jade? Oh. And this is Winona. Okay. Yeah. I think we forgot to introduce you love food. Like,
yes.
Jade and Winona love food also.
So what are some of your favorite foods? I mean, I know we're supposed to talk about something real, but food is real, y'all.
Mexican food. I love Mexican food.
Wait, where are you?
Oklahoma.
And there's great Mexican food there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a couple of spots. We don't have very many, but we have some hole in the walls.
Okay. Oh, I love hole in the walls. Hole in the walls are where the best food are. It is where the best food is. All right, so we need to talk about real things.
Oh, girl, no. I was going to ask have you traveled to Mexico yet to have food?
No, I have not. My kids and I were supposed to go on a cruise to Mexico, and then COVID hit. So.
Oh yeah, that sounds like something that happened. I feel like COVID just happened, and we were just like, so we had plans, and then we got no plans.
No plans.
Like 2-3 years, no plans.
It was like COVID. That's just the plan. So anyway, no.
So you love books?
Yeah.
Yes.
You love books.
Yeah.
And how did your love of books start?
It started from my mom. She started teaching me how to read when I was 3. And so I read books my whole life. That's just been my thing. Like if you see behind me, like that's just part of my collection. This is my book room I'm sitting in right now.
You have a book room. You have a book room.
I have a narcissist question. Do you have And I Thought Divorce Was Bad in that book room? I know you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't have to. It's not a requirement.
Following up with a real question. You started a blog because you love books.
I did.
What made you go, this is not just the love, other people need to know about it?
I had finished reading a book that had blown me away at the time that I was in my life. And I was like, I have nobody to talk to about this book. So I just sat down in my living room one day and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start a blog. And my first post was about that book, and I kept it up for a couple of months, and then life happened and I stopped. And I started it back up probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And then it's been there.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So then that turned into an audio thing as well. There's a
I have a podcast called Beyond the Pages.
Okay. And what can we expect from that podcast?
I interview authors, other book lovers, other people that either love books or want to love books or have a book in their life that they love. We talk about books and we talk about life.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you really do. So if you guys want like a real life book show, this is the place to go. I burned my narcissism question. So
you did. You burnt it. I was like, yeah, you burnt it early, which was hilarious. I was like, well, you burnt the narcissist question early.
I surely did.
So how did you go from blogging to being a host? And was it harder or easier?
I started off on a different podcast with a group of friends, and then I decided to branch off on my own. And for me, doing the blog is easier than actually doing the recording because I don't like editing. Like if I had somebody to edit, then I would probably do it more, but I don't like the editing process.
So let's talk about a little bit what's involved in the editing process, because a lot of people just enjoy podcasts and don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So give us a behind the scenes look about what goes into a podcast.
So say I record a 40-minute episode. It takes me as a beginner about an hour and a half to sit through and edit that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. An hour and a half.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if we edited?
I know, right?
I'm
glad we don't edit.
I was like, an hour and a half would be us right there, just being like, hold on, I think I got it. No, let improve.
Right.
No, get rid of the background noise here. No. Do you use Audacity or use something else to edit?
I use Anchor, so you can edit on there. I'm not very advanced, so I can't use all the other stuff.
Okay. So now back to the books. Do you mind if I just do it back to the
books?
I
know we're going to go back to the books. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. So my first question, of course, is like best and worst book you've ever read. And then my second question is, when can we expect you to be an author?
Oh, okay. I'll start with the books. The best book I've ever read. Wow. Can I do recently?
Yeah.
Okay. So the best book I've ever read recently is The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois by Honoré Jeffers Fanon. Yes. Honoré Fanon Jeffers. Excuse me. Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Worst book. Which one's the worst book?
Lord. The Woman in the Window. I hate that book so much.
You know, I have to say
that is a very interesting pick.
That is a very interesting pick. And at least like Jade's worst book is a classic.
I hate Ivanhoe, y'all. Like Ivanhoe. I could not. I was like, I've never met a book I couldn't read. I met it.
But what made you pick that up?
Well, I was in class, like I was in English class, like you can't, and they were like, you have to pick from these books, and I was like, no, Ivanhoe seems cool. No, y'all, no. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna get hate mail because somebody out there's like, it's a classic, and I love Ivanhoe, and more power to you. It just wasn't my cup of tea, coffee.
Okay, it was so bad, like
it wasn't even a cocktail. Like I don't even know.
It was your gin. It was
my gin. It was
ew.
It was my gin. Like, oh, yeah. It was my gin.
So, do you ever think you'll be an author?
No, I don't like to write. Honestly, I don't like to write.
You have a blog.
I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say what and then be like, huh?
I get that reaction all the time. I really could not sit down and write a book. Some people aren't meant to do it. I'm not meant to do it.
Okay.
I'm a reader.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in my lane.
All right. People tell me all the time I'm not meant to write. I should be just a reader. You're not that good. And I'm like, yeah, no.
But you already have a book, so. But you already have a book, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, got a lot of it.
Got a lot of
I'm like, no, I feel like I write. What can we expect from you next? Because you jumped from a reader to a blog writer to a podcaster. What can we expect from you next?
I'm just focusing on my books, reading, trying to get back into podcasting. I'm trying to change some things up. So,
I thought you were going to be like, I'm going to be speaking someplace.
I have a documentary coming out. It's dropping in September. Like I was like, okay, let's do it.
I got to show my favorite books on it.
So
Something like that.
tell us how authors can get on your blog or your podcast. Yeah, that's
go ahead.
No, you have no more questions.
I don't.
That's it.
Okay. You can reach me at readerthenblogger@gmail.com or beyondthepages2020@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram under readerthenblogger. You can find me under Instagram at Beyond the Pages. Any of those places.
Any of those places people can reach out to you. And what kind of genres are you looking for your blog / and or podcast?
I like contemporary books. I like historical fiction. I'm dabbling into Black romance these days. I think it's almost got its grip on me. I like mysteries and thrillers. I'm not a big sci-fi person because you say sci-fi and then you get these people that jump in your inbox and you're like, okay, not that sci-fi. Not that sci-fi. I don't want that sci-fi. So I just try to steer from it. So I have to say no. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Well, no.
I do have a question.
It's another narcissist question.
Not a narcissist question.
It is.
No, I'm not. I burnt my question, so I did it wrong.
You did.
Wait, as a narcissist, I can't say I did it
right. Wrong. That's what I was looking for.
I did an RONG.
You're supposed to bring it back. Question back, like, no, it's not burned.
So I was going to say I did an RONG. That way I've never did it wrong.
Okay.
My point, my question was, are you going to think about like professionally reviewing books?
I would love to do that one day. I would love to get paid to do that. But I think that is a very hard market to get into. For one, I'm a Black woman and they don't tend to really like to cater to us unless we force their hands, and it's not really serious enough for me to be trying to force in somebody's hand.
I to laugh so hard.
I was like so, be like, I'm gonna go ahead and like put that flag there. You know, like,
I know. So what are like the top 4 things that you would tell nuanced people that are trying to get into blogging or podcasting, especially in the literary side of blogging and podcasting?
Just jump into it. Anywhere, wherever you feel like your comfort is. If your comfort is only taking pictures and posting in the books, then do that. Start there. Start wherever your comfort is at. And then you'll just start developing. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. And then there's days you'll do both.
I feel like you're somewhere in the middle.
You like that days I do both. So where can people check out this wonderful blog and their podcast just one more time, and your Instagram one more time?
You can find my blog at readerthenblogger.com. And you can also, on that website, you can also find links to my emails, my Instagram, my Twitter, and to the podcast. You can find me on Instagram, Reader Than Blogger, or Beyond the Pages.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Welcome. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap us up. You can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andithoughtLadies.com. While you're there, take a moment, go to the middle of the page, see the charities that we probably support. Maybe you can support them also. We thank you in advance for that. Just remember, y'all, wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona
and Jade. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, thanks for listening.